All right, let's talk about passive income, but we're not going to talk about it in the way you've probably heard 1,000 times before. No, we're talking about a shortcut. So let me just ask you this. What if you could just skip the years of struggle, the trial and error, the late nights, the grind, and just buy a business that's already pulling in 5 grand a month, pretty much on autopilot? Sounds amazing, right? It's the dream. But for most people who try to build that dream from scratch, the reality is, well, it's a completely different story. Let's get real about the problem. I mean, look at this. This is the nightmare checklist for anyone starting out. You're trying to build a brand out of thin air, you're juggling inventory, every customer email feels like a crisis, and you're just pouring money into marketing, hoping anything sticks. It is an exhausting uphill battle.
But what if that whole struggle was completely optional? What if you could just bypass all the hardest parts? Well, you can, because there is a much smarter way to do this.
And that brings us right to the heart of this whole thing, the affiliate site solution. And listen, this isn't some new theory. This is a proven, battle-tested shortcut to owning a digital asset that actually makes you money. So what is it exactly? Well, think of an Amazon affiliate site as a pre-built business. You don't make any products, you don't ship anything, you simply recommend products on Amazon, a store everyone on the planet already knows and trusts. And you get a cut of every single sale your site makes. And the potential here, it's huge. We're not talking about a few bucks of pocket change. These established sites can consistently bring in $5,000 and honestly, often a lot more in pure profit every single month. And the time you have to put in? Okay, this is the best part. We're talking maybe 5 to 10 hours a week. That's it. The website is doing the work for you 24/7. No inventory, no customer service headaches. This is what real passive income actually looks like. And that right there is what makes this one of the most beginner-friendly business models out there. You don't have to spend years trying to build trust with people because you're literally piggybacking on the biggest, most trusted brand in online shopping, Amazon. Okay, so it all sounds great, but let's talk money. What are these websites actually worth? How does it all break down? Let's get into how these sites are valued so you can really understand the numbers. The formula is surprisingly simple. It's become the gold standard in the industry. You just take the average monthly profit and you multiply it by something between 30 and 40. Basically, you're buying about 3 years worth of profit all up front. So a site making $1,000 a month, that's going to sell for somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000. But why would one site get that top-end 40x multiple while another only gets 30x? Well, this is where you can see the difference between a fantastic investment and a really risky one. The premium sites, they've got multiple streams of income, and their traffic is growing. The lower value sites, they're probably 100% reliant on Amazon, with traffic that's flat, or worse, declining. That's a huge red flag. So how do you spot the winners and just totally avoid the losers? This is where you have to become a smart buyer. And that means you need a rock-solid checklist before you even think about buying. And here it is, the green flags. These are the signs of a healthy, stable business. You want to see diversified income, a strong domain authority. That's basically a score of how much Google trusts the site. You want 30 or higher. And an email list. An email list means you actually own your audience. The red flags, total dependence on Amazon, falling traffic numbers, and no email list. That's a business just waiting to collapse. Let's actually look at what that perfect, healthy income stream looks like. See? Amazon is still a big slice of the pie, but it's not the whole pie. Smart owners balance it out with other affiliate programs, display ads. This strategy is basically your insurance policy against risk. Okay, so you did your homework, you bought a great site, awesome. But that is not the end of the story, not even close. That's just the beginning. Let's talk about the growth playbook, because this is how you turn a good asset into a wealth-building machine. Here are 5 powerhouse strategies to scale your new business. Number 1, always, is to diversify that income if it's not already. Then you're going to update and expand the best content, build that all-important email list, maybe expand to other platforms like YouTube, and down the road, you can even create your own digital products for maximum profit. And look, this isn't just talk. Check out this real case study from our sources. A website about kitchen products was bought when it was making $2,000 a month. The new owner came in, applied these exact growth strategies, and in just 1 year, they grew that site's profit by 90%. That right there is the power of buying a proven asset and then just executing a simple, smart growth plan.
So you see the model, you understand how it's valued, and now you even have the growth plan. The last piece of the puzzle is, where do you find one of these? How do you make sure you're buying safely?
You absolutely need a marketplace you can trust, a place where the numbers are verified and the deals are transparent. Look for serious social proof. I mean, the best marketplaces have thousands of perfect 5-star reviews. That tells you they have a long history of happy, successful buyers.
And this is exactly why smart buyers use a trusted marketplace like Ecom Chief. They verify all the traffic and all the revenue data, so you get total transparency. They handle the entire ownership transfer for you and provide support, which is absolutely critical if you're a beginner. They basically take all the scary guesswork out of the process. So the main takeaway here is that you can stop just dreaming about passive income, and you can start looking at what's actually out there. On a marketplace like ecomchief.com, you can browse real, profitable, verified businesses right now and just see for yourself what's possible.
Look, it's a proven shortcut to owning a profitable online business without the pain of starting from zero. So the only question left to ask is, what will your passive income story be?